Why am I getting a moderation suggestion? All right. I remember where to fit my chat filter. Excuse me for one moment while I go deal with screenies. Mommy gave you milk, and Mommy gave you a foraging box. And there's so much green at me. You silly baby. Sorry about that. Now, let's see if we can actually do some coloring. Let's see. Who do we want to do today? It's a lot of pretty ones. I've definitely enjoyed doing these. Today and tomorrow will be the last ones I do for these particular book, this particular book for the time being. Let's see what we can find. I think she might be the one. So I do adore that picture. And that one. Almost makes me look forward to doing more of these next holiday season. Maybe by next year I'll have the type of camera where I can get away with doing a wide frame one. Let's see. Oh, but that is pretty. Let's see. Do we like this one better or do we like this one better? I think I want to do this one. I am indecisive today, but that's all right because it happens. And I think we're going to start with, of all things, the little lights. I think we're going to use these two colors to pull them off. And basically, what it's going to be is I'm going to make these this kind of yellowy tan color. Very, very light. They don't need to have a ton of color to them. Hello, Daniel Amanda Lawson. How are we doing today? Hello, Bob. Is it Bobette Lover Hee? And sometimes it takes me a minute to read some of the names. And then for this one, because we have the visible flame, we're going to just make it a little bit darker. I think we'll... It's very strange how different it looks from my screen to my eyes. Hello, Deadly Fish. Decided to have a little bit of fun with it today. Borrowed my mother-in-law's cup. I don't know, I just thought this guy was absolutely hilarious and adorable. So I'll be using him today and tomorrow because he is just too cute. I'm I'm not 100% sure how to pronounce your name, but, and also for Babette there, this is not my work. It's a coloring book that I purchased. The artist's name is Selena Fenich. I do quite a few of her pictures in my stuff, but I absolutely will not try to take credit for the drawings because this woman has more talent for that in her little finger than I have in my entire body. And I respect the heck out of that. But I think I'm pretty good at coloring them. There we go. And that kind of shows that they have the floating lights in them. And I have a feeling we're going to have fun with this one. Let's see. Yesterday we did all purple for the clothes. And I did no blue. So today I got to do some blue. I don't think I've ever done a picture with absolutely zero blue in it like that. Which is okay. But I missed my color. I love my blues. So we're going to have a little fun with it on this one. And we're going to show that fun little thing of, I've said so many times, of how you can make one pencil create so many different colors with pressure and where on the pencil you push down. Have a great sleep, deadly fish. It's the middle of the afternoon for me, so I'll be staying up. And I think I'm going to do the same thing today that I did yesterday with some of the embellishments. And we're going to come in with my silver gel pen just to make them pop that little bit. The attention to detail when she drew this is really quite amazing. Like the glove pulling back just a little bit with the angle of her hand. I would kill to have that kind of talent for drawing, but I have my own different artistic skills, so I'm not complaining too hard. I do love this particular type of art, though. I find it amazing. Now we're going to do... I haven't decided what I'm going to do with this yet. I know the bell's got to be silver, but I guess this should be the darker blue as well. Maybe a kind of in-between tone. Not quite as dark as the detail work, but a little darker than the actual bodice and skirt will be. And then we'll continue with that tone here. That's all right. I'm definitely okay with sharing space. It's kind of one of those things. I may one of these days have to play with, they actually, for this type of live, have interactive games that I can actually play through YouTube. But it's hard to do that while you're coloring, so today won't be the day, but we might have a little fun with that in the coming year and mess with that. I'm kind of trying to get ideas because I'm on the verge of my first 1,000 subscribers. And I want to do something when I hit that point, but I haven't decided what. So it might be a Q&A live, it might be video game playing and things like that. But I do plan to try and do something different just to kind of celebrate the milestone. There we go. She's coming along. I am just moving her up a touch because my chat actually kind of covers it, so it's hard to see what it looks like down there by what you guys are seeing. That wasn't what I wanted to do. There we go. I hope everybody is having a wonderful Christmas Eve. Mine is peaceful. It's been a day where I've actually gotten a ton of stuff done, which is always a good thing. When you have a house full of exotics plus a family member that you help care for, productive days make every other day a little bit easier. I do not know why my light is doing that. Some days it's normal, other days we go back and forth between dark and light. And I'm hoping I sound a little bit clearer. My partner forgot his earbuds, so of course I'm borrowing them because they're better quality than mine are. Never a bad idea, right? I do have his permission. There we go. I seriously just bought like the cheapest set I could find because I wasn't sure if I would actually be willing to use them or not. I have very, very sensitive ears, so I didn't think I would like them, but I actually did end up perfectly okay with it. And we're just going to go really, really lightly over this. I love doing multiple tones with the same pencil because you're not trying to color match by like holding up pencils beside each other and hoping they actually come out the color you want them to. It's just paying attention to how hard you press the pencil and what angle you're holding it at. That can allow you to do a bunch of different tones without really pushing all that much. It's kind of fun. I enjoy it. Giving things a whole new look. And not having to change up all that much. Now, I'm not worrying about covering these pearl or bead looking pieces because I am going to go over them with a gel pen. I'm also going to do this line down here and a few other places. And that just adds a little bit more shimmer and shine because the metallic gel pens do not play. I'm really loving how this is coming out though. Oh, he's got some weight to him. But I still think he's so much fun. And I do want to get all of the dress done before I go in with the silver. Hello again, Daniel and or Amanda. Or Amanda. I don't know if you guys are both there or if that's a first and last name. I try not to overthink the names that come into my rooms, just because not all of them are pretty easy and simple. And a lot of times they're not necessarily in the same language. So that's always fun. There we go. Almost done with her. Hello, Leon. There we go. I think we finally got all of the blue. Now, let's take this thing to a whole new level. I know it doesn't look like it's doing much yet. But if the light shifts, you'll see it. There we go. Make my way along here. So basically what that does is it just adds this level of, what am I sticking on? Just adds this level of shimmer when it moves in the light. And of course my light is not allowing it to show. You'll see. There we go. And we're going to come up here. Okay, we'll have fun with that. Cats are definitely a favorite thing in my life. Sorry, I got quiet for a minute there. Sometimes you get a little bit too focused on what you're doing. You know, a lot of days I just chatter nonstop, and then other days I'll have these huge quiet spells. And a lot of it depends on what I'm coloring and how much concentration it actually takes. Because you want to keep it, you know, looking nice. There we go. Now this seems like it's showing the glitter a bit more that the pen has, though my hand is blocking it a little bit. But there we go. And I think I forgot about our headpiece. But what we're going to do is color that in to tie it into the outfit. We're not going to do the whole thing with the silver gel pen. We'll come in with a silver pencil here in just a minute and make it a little bit more like that. But there are definitely spots where I want the shimmer and shine of the gel pen versus the soft shimmer of the pencil. And there goes the pencil. There we go. Now we're making progress. I'm going to come in with a different shade. And just give her some blue eyes, because why not? If we're going to do the thing, we might as well do the thing, right? And there's my peach puff that I've been using as a skin tone of late. I like this color for my skin tones because it's not too over the top in either direction. And it's got just the right amount of warmth to it. I don't know, should we give her colored? I think we should color her fingernails. What do you think? I kind of feel like they should match her dress. I'd love to hear if anybody else has an opinion on that. There we go. Getting my next color ready for her hair. You don't want to do them all looking exactly the same. That's no fun. So we're changing it up quite a bit from the last couple. I feel like today's going pretty quick. I didn't realize we'd be on here for this long. I do like that she's looking directly, like straight at you, as opposed to a lot of the profiles that you see. I think she's just very well done. I am a fan. But that is not anything new. I'm generally a fan of this particular person's work. Let's give her a soft pink lip. And just a hint of that here as well. There we go. And I am going to go back. I can't resist it. I feel like she needs to have nails that match her dress because I feel like she's got that look. I love that her nails aren't ridiculous long though. I think it's just a little bit more realistic as she's a fairy, and I'd imagine they wouldn't be able to really do much with super long nails. And I do also kind of love the fact that she didn't make the eyebrows like super dark, so I could actually match them to her hair, which my poor copper pencil, which has seen better days, is going to do that for us. And I've said it a million times, I always love to use my metallic pencils for hair. They have that little bit of shimmer, and I feel like they make it look a little bit more real than trying to mix tones to create shades. Probably my absolute favorite would be doing what I'm doing here, which is using a copper pencil to create red hair. I feel like it's the most realistic you can get. Trying to actually match a realistic hair tone like a redhead it's so tricky. There we go. Like using a gold for a blonde, excuse me, for a blonde works. Browns and blacks are a little bit harder, but it can be done. You just use the base color you want, and then you go over top of it with the metallic. There we go. Now, I'm going to use that same blue I used for her eyes to do her wings. It's kind of in the family, but not the same as her dress, so. As I said yesterday, I feel like if I had, wings of a certain color, I would try to dress as often as I could to complement them, so. I'd be thrilled if I had wings in general, but, a girl can dream, right? I just realized I missed a spot. The sleeve of her dress here. She's got those amazing long sleeves. I'm blanking on what they're actually called, but I always loved them. Hello, Carolyn. How we doing today? Now we need a nice, pretty, simple brown. I don't want taupe. I have a brown pencil that will actually cooperate with me today. I'm doing pretty good. Enjoying a nice, relaxed day. Nothing too crazy going, which I am a fan of. Trying to decide if those puffs should have color or if they should stay white. Not sure yet. So it's still Christmas Eve for us here. I'm guessing you're quite a bit ahead of me as far as our time zones. But Merry Christmas. So 24th for me for here is Christmas Eve. Which means a lot of kids will be very excited going to bed tonight, wondering where Santa's at. It's one I missed the fun of with mine when she was that little. There we go. That's awesome. Get anything you were really, really excited about? There we go. Excuse me. Well, that snuck up on me. Might just have to nap a little bit when I get done here. I've hit my 30-minute mark, which is always a good thing. I went way past it yesterday. I'd imagine I'll probably go a good ways past it today as well. And I'm okay with that. Okay, sounds pretty awesome. There we go. We are almost done with the twigs. I'm already kind of half considering which one I'm going to do tomorrow, because I do plan to do one more page out of this book for tomorrow. And then I haven't decided past that. My amazing mother-in-law has agreed to let me borrow her Nutcracker cup, which I think is absolutely hilarious, for today and tomorrow's lives. Gotta have a little bit of fun, right? Now, what exactly is a stick bag, if you don't mind me asking? Oh, we retracted that one, huh? Did autocorrect get you? That happens to me all the way. Okay, autocorrect got you too, huh? It happens to me all the time, where I will say something, or I'll type something, and then my phone decides that I really meant to say something different. Sometimes it really comes out ridiculous. Something I definitely don't judge people on. And I did decide that these need to be purple. Mine has definitely done some good ones. Not really thinking right off the top of my head with it. Oh, excuse me. I think I need to drink my coffee a little faster, because the yawning out of nowhere is super fun. I think it's actually because I've been talking. And if you talk for a half an hour straight, you'll find that odd things kind of start to happen. I don't know what the two random circles are, so we're going to pretend they don't exist. Because they're not flowers, they're not attached to anything to be flowers, so we're just going to pretend they don't exist and keep going with our day. Excuse me. Now I'm going to sit here and hiccup, apparently. There we go. It is no fun to be sick. I was sick for a couple of weeks there. but it does go away and you will feel better before you know it. But for today, we've got this one done. So I am going to go ahead and stop. And I will be on tomorrow. We'll do something fun for Christmas. And I will talk to you guys next time.